Welcome to Bottom Line Sports Talk. I'm George Abraham. You know my partner, Albert Cameron. We call it the King, and best time of the year for me. It's something about it. Signals like the changing of the seasons. Still beautiful out. One thing about Pennsylvania weather, from when I moved Eastern Ohio, Western PA, I noticed the difference. In other words, when we came, November used to be headed toward winter. Now October's beautiful. November's pretty nice, but our Marches and Aprils with the track and baseball. Yes. I apologize to any athletic director that came off the couch, but helmets are out. The guys are ready to go. YSU plays early. They play August 24th.
Yeah, the helmets are out a lot earlier than we're used to.
Yeah.
College football, George and I talk about week 0. Well, it's really week 0 for YSU, opening up in Montgomery, Alabama against Sanford, and that is so early, August 24th. I don't remember ever YSU open up then. I don't know.
No, they said it with Illinois the same date.
They did it before, huh?
But I don't remember it either. And we were we on the air? Let me see.
2014. I see it now.
Yeah, well, we were in the air.
Yeah, we were. I don't remember it, but I know that.
Ask Coach Bellini if it's too early.
Yes.
He's got to be sick about it.
And he has to get the decision of quarterback, Nathan Mays and Joe Craycraft. They are both capable of being good players. And we know the Wade kid came in from Girard, who also has a high expectations. But George, please settle on one. You know, there's something about this show that we have themes that we believe in 100%. And quarterback, when you have two, George, how many you have? You have none. And you need to get a starting quarterback, and that'll make it easy for Carl Pelini. Carl moving from the defensive side of the ball to the offensive side of the ball to help out Bo. And I think, you know what that signals to me, George? Mm-hmm. That Bo's going to go
more to defense.
Yes.
I think so, too.
I think that's going to happen. I think he's going to work with the defense.
He was interim last year at Bowling Green.
Yeah, and, you know, sometimes defensive guys who are trying to stop great offenses learn a lot from watching the tapes and pick up a lot of things. I'm hoping that YSU's offense prepares and is better.
Well, let's talk about that. Let's face it. They're not satisfied. Mm-hmm. You know, job in the line, I'd say no. I don't think that's...
No, I don't either.
No, the reputation precedes him. The name is legendary in the area. But I know he's not satisfied. He is not a 6-5 coach. Like, you want to pat someone on the back, he's the wrong guy.
And I'm sure hoping that's how he's thinking. Because I still worry about when you come from Nebraska to YSU, where is that fire? And I'm hoping he still has that major fire, the famous Pelini fire, that is there at camp, shows at camp, and puts Northern Iowa and North Dakota State, all those great teams in his league, on awareness that YSU is going to try to get that national championship again.
Let's talk too. You know, you bring your brother on. I'd have to say that's like circling the wagons to me. He's saying, this is my year. We're going to get something done here. But like you said, the one harbinger of what in our mind is unsettling is two quarterbacks. And we know the kid from Girard. We know he's a talented kid, but that's quite a jump from who he played against.
He will not be the guy.
From whomever he played against in high school.
He dominated him.
Dominated. Craig Hannon told you how many times.
Yes, dominated.
Said this guy's different, but this league,
it's different.
This is when you start getting teams like North Dakota State, South Dakota, Northern Iowa, whomever, these guys play the big boys. No one will play North Dakota. I remember the year Iowa, we had them on a total, and I looked at the games and I said, you know what game worries me? Didn't they stink and beat them?
North Dakota State.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just looked at the magazine last night, and many of the openers of the bigger schools is in that conference. And I hope they know.
They better watch.
Yeah, they go down in a hurry.
They count that as a win. I never play them. I'd play Bowling Green. I'd play Akron.
I agree.
I'd play one of those bottom MAC schools. They're Division I. You know, New Mexico, Mexico. I'll be dang. I'm not going near North Dakota State. This is like 3. I'm not going near Mount Union. I'm not going near there. I'm not driving by.
Yeah, they have everything to lose and nothing to gain. And we know it's an even game. That's what we laugh.
I just watched this kid at the Eagles, And I'm telling you, if he's healthy, they can win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
And there's a lot of them. We
Oh.
saw Romo come out of Eastern Illinois.
Yeah, how'd that work?
We can go right down the eye.
Mm-hmm.
Not, when you look at the great players that come out of there, and the ones we don't even know about that are great players, that this league, YSU's league,
Yes.
just ask Coach Pelini,
Get him in the playoffs.
what's it like to win 3 in a row at home and then go on the road, and you have Illinois State waiting
People
for
telling
you.
him all week it's going to be an easy game, and he's probably just boiling.
He wants to kill somebody.
Yeah, because he knows, A, it's not an easy game, and boy, the fact that you say so, putting a malooch on me. It's no easy game.
The Penguin fans that I know, and I went to YSU, and I've stayed close to them, what they'll say all the time. People think this is an easy game. We're going to have this game on in the bar.
Yeah.
Because we're nervous at
It's going to be down.
8 in the morning.
Yeah.
It's going to come down to the last 2 minutes. We know right away. And everybody says, oh, that's an easy game.
Oh, yeah,
for
you'll
YSU.
beat them up there.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, we've all had our share
Yes.
of those. But they mean well, but they just don't, they don't understand the nature of competition. Like,
Right.
you would never say that because you played.
Never.
You coached. I know.
It's the worst feeling in the world.
Oh, no.
When people are telling
No.
their kids.
My big thing was playing a team in a tournament we had beaten twice. I look at that and say, no, Kiski area, no.
They think you're
you're
kids
going to
think-
kill them.
We
You got
already
that
beat 'em
first
twice.
one in the bag. I said, yeah, you didn't understand. Like, now, if you beat them by 50, that's different. But if you did, they're not
And they
in
usually
there.
very happen. Doesn't happen.
No, because they're not in there.
One thing about this kickoff classic, Sanford and YSU, those are 2 powerhouses.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing about YSU. They have played Butler in the past and got upset. And they've done some crazy stuff. But if they aren't ready with their helmets on and practicing really well,
They will.
they're going out for game 1. So, Coach Pelini, get your boys ready to
And
go.
I'll tell you what, the heat.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You think it's hot here?
Get the depth
Hey,
ready.
you think it's hot here?
Montgomery. Oh,
No.
They asked. I was with Robert Foster about a month ago, and it was a hot day, 88 degrees, and he was running the camp. And 2 of his friends from the bench said, "Robert, like Alabama today, huh?" He looked at it, not close. Remember, it was 88 degrees.
Yeah.
He said, "Not close."
I was reading the Barry Switzer book.
Not
They
close.
said you can see the heat. It's actually visible.
Yes.
It's so hot, it's visible coming off the concrete and stuff.
Alabama had that documentary on it, and I learned a lot from watching documentaries, behind the scenes things. And those kids got out the practice field, they were immediately in ice field,
Cold tub
bucket
right away.
tubs.
Yeah.
And I said, that's why.
Used to not like the cold tub. Remember, it was terrible.
Now they
Yeah,
jump
they-
in.
yeah,
they can't wait.
Hey,
Yes.
what about this YSU basketball, the women?
Isn't that sweet? They bring back 2 coaches.
Well, they've done. I mean, they've
That's what you
really,
do.
yeah.
Amber Reeves and Jason Pakanowski back in the fold. Jason is after being YSU before. When you get coaches in the director of basketball operations and director of player personnel, they are major help
Oh, yeah.
to the head coach.
Everybody does it at Pitt.
Yes.
And believe me, when we tell you they take care of stuff so the coach doesn't have to.
Right.
The worst feeling for one of these guys is so-and-so missed a class or a dental appointment or something,
yes.
and then the coach wants to know,
That-
why'd she miss
Yeah,
it?
Amber will be called in. Jason will be called in immediately.
Yeah, why'd she
if they
miss
miss a
it?
class.
Yeah.
Or some luggage doesn't show up at the right place.
Yeah.
Yeah, they take care of all travel plans.
No.
They take care of all taping and with the practices and the games. How the exchanges are made now.
Remember, we asked our buddy, what did you do? He goes, just so it didn't get to Jamie. He said, my goal was to make it
Dixon,
not
yes.
get to Jamie Dixon. Because if it got to Jamie Dixon, I was in trouble.
Yeah, so Coach Barnes is saying that right now. In his first meeting with the staff, he says, listen, Amber, Jason,
Yeah.
you got important jobs. I'll tell you how important it is.
Yeah.
If something comes to me,
Yeah.
you're getting it from me. You're going to get it straight,
Remember the
straight in the mouth.
Remember the day we were over there? And this guy's looking for Coach Slope.
Oh, do I remember?
It's like he already looked like his dog died.
Yes.
And I said, what's going on? This guy, can I see you for a minute? He took him. He says, I got to come back. He said, all these guys had to do was walk across the hall
How
and
far?
register.
How far?
20
30
feet.
feet.
30 feet. All they had to do was walk across and sign up for something. Summer school, since they had a place to live.
Right.
They didn't do it.
Yeah. And she said, this is what I have to deal with. I have to tell my assistant coach That said, punish these guys. Get them at 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
They had to walk 30
How about
feet.
walking to class?
30 feet.
No, I have to admit, I would
This
have
is
never.
legendary around the country.
No,
See, I got to. How long will we last doing this?
5 minutes. That's why we're here. I mean, you get him up at 8:45 and walk to class with him and make sure. What?
Yes.
What?
It's bad enough you have to get them up 5:30 and run them.
Yeah.
But then you have to get up at 7:45 every day and walk.
You do,
class.
because they might not go.
No, they won't go.
Then the roommate, one went and one didn't. Now that's the best. That's the best
And that's
of
what
all.
I got to admit. The staff said they blamed the kid
Yeah.
who was going more than the kid who was going.
Yeah.
He said, "Listen, what kind of leader are you?
That dope
You
up.
can't get them out of
But
bed."
you know yourself, some of these guys, like, they're bent on destroying themselves, and they're going to do it. They're going to do it with alcohol or drugs or no
team,
school.
You're gonna
Every team has
right
it.
now. Every football coach, including Coach Pelini,
He's holding his breath.
is saying, "Just don't give me a call at 12:25 at night,
No, when the phone rings at 2 in the morning,
please."
it's never the library saying,
Your buddy's
no,
studying there
it's
again.
some guy in like said, we got 2 of your guys here. What do you want us to
And you
do
know what's
with them?
coming?
They're in cuffs.
Even I'm saying even because they're number one.
Yeah.
Alabama gets 2 of those calls every year.
No
Because you can't hide anything. You know you can't hide anything anymore.
not like the
ESPN kicks off the morning.
No.
Well, in Alabama
I
last
remember
night.
one night I was up late. I'm listening. This Kevin Mackey, the
Cleveland State.
dude was in the precinct when they brought him in. This was before cell phones and all this stuff. Now it would be on live
Yes.
off the guy's cell phone.
Yeah, you cannot.
No, it's a different
You
time.
cannot.
So
And-
you guys, you players, man, I'm telling you
It's
right
just
now.
the number one thing.
Yeah, you're living in a fishbowl, and if you don't, you're going to ruin it because if you make one misstep, somebody's waiting there that wants you to fail.
Well, I'll tell you the mishaps they've been making, and it kills me. It's bad enough that you're 14 years old and you have attitude problems, but if you put something on Twitter when you're 14, and now you're 19 going to college,
somebody digs it
and
out.
Somebody digs it out and he says, "Wow," and it's your name's written right on it. Why would you do that?
No, that
Yes.
thing. I know you know more than I do, but it's called the cloud, and it's on there for life. Let me tell you that right
For
now,
life.
for life.
We can't get it up, but somebody will get it
No,
up.
someone will. Let's talk Major League Baseball. The Yankees salvaged one of those games.
Yes.
Finally. Now, I told you. I'm thinking, you know what? I don't do anything stupid because you're stupid. It was 9-5 for a reason. I had a hunch. You know,
came through.
Hermain is pitching.
The wrong way. They came through the wrong way.
Yeah,
That's the best part.
And Sale can't get anybody out, but
And-
they scored.
What's interesting about that, George called me. He says, I got to take the Yankees. I said, I'm taking Boston.
Yeah.
And he said, why? I said, because they're hitting them. And they
Oh,
did.
yeah.
So Yankees, put it down right now. That game proved that the Yankees can't win the pennant.
And they know it.
That game, remember, I didn't say they lost.
Yeah.
The game they won.
Yeah.
They scored 9 against
Yeah.
the Great Sale, and they still were on pins and needles trying to hold on.
No, they knew. Well, you see what they did? They put CC on the injured list. They're going to get 2 pitchers.
They're going to have to get as many as they
And
can.
how about they thought they had this stinking Stroman, and he went to the Mets?
Yeah, that hurt them.
But here's the other thing too, though. Let's say this. We talk about this all the time. But when Stroman's an upgrade, you got problems.
Yeah, I said George thought he was the number 1 guy to get, and I thought he's just a number 3 starter. That's what I thought about him. I just think when you pitch in Toronto, there's no pressure. You know, I want somebody that'll be
You
there.
get Eddie Whitson syndrome.
Oh,
Remember Randy
cried.
Johnson? Randy
They
Johnson.
cried.
I
you
can't
go to New
argue.
York, you're going to cry because the headlines are going to say choke.
Johnson blows another one.
Yes.
Yeah, I had the post the other day. My buddy brought it for me. You know, he lives.
they'll light you up.
Oh, they don't mess around.
Yeah, but we know that that was a big one for the Yankees. But I wish they'd have won the game 3-1. I'd have felt a lot better about the Yankees.
How about if the wild cards are Red Sox and Cleveland?
Yeah, they're going to beat Sale, or they're
Holy
going
man.
to have to beat a good pitcher for Cleveland.
Hey, now what about? We got to talk about that yesterday. I know we have it down, but I want to just mention it. Tito, who is about as easy going, he cussed them out. He said, "What in the were you doing?"
Yeah.
And then the guy Pat tried to ball. He goes, "Get in there."
Yeah, there's nothing you can say to him. Bauer's out of his mind.
But I can't take. You got to admit, that's too far.
Yeah, he is, but he's out of his mind. He's always
Did you
been out
see
of
the
his mind.
second baseman? He's not paying attention.
I know.
He's standing behind him. And the dude turned, the second baseman jumped. Hey, I don't know if he thought he was going to hit him with it or what.
He didn't know.
But I mean, what is wrong with it? That tells me no point.
Well, he has not, but he never has. He has no friends, and he has no. I mean, I just read the book on him. The book I'm going to give to you, that he has lost all friends. He's lost his whole life. Now that's why they say he's made it, because he doesn't care what anybody thinks.
Singular purpose.
He's a purposeful guy.
Okay.
You know, he's going to work on a pitch with 2 fingers.
Okay.
For two straight years. So he's that kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, so when he does something, he's doing it out of pure. Why is this
Would
happening
you
to
call
me?
it selfishness? Would you go that far?
The people who don't like him do. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Is he one of those guys? If you like him, he's
Perfectionist.
all in.
Yes. He's
And if you
perfectionist.
don't, he's to me he's selfish.
And 90% of them don't talk to him because of that. Like
right.
he doesn't really care what you think one iota. Like he doesn't, not one iota.
Okay.
Like they called him after the game and told him, you have to apologize or we're going to take some money, because he would never apologize. He's not an apologize guy.
He apologized right away.
Yeah, that's what he did.
Red Sox are not wild card hunting anytime they're in any hunt, because they could put 9 spot on you anytime.
Yeah, and they'll get a player too.
Oh yeah, they're not done. They got 3 days. Three days.
The team that they're not talking about is going to go out and get a player is Boston. They're going to get some either reliever or a starter. Somebody's going to show up in Boston out of nowhere because they have a good enough team to win. And I told George about 3 weeks ago, the team people are not talking about.
Yeah.
Because at that time they're about.
And
7.
we were talking about Cleveland
7.
here. Remember, we were
I still like
before
Cleveland.
Cleveland
I
got
still
hurt.
like Cleveland.
You know,
but I like
well,
Boston
they win
more.
that league too. Like it used to be, I had them in the wild card.
Right.
No more.
No.
They can.
But I'm going to say, and it's a theme I've said all along. Somewhere along the line, Cleveland's not going to play Kansas City and not going to play White Sox in Detroit.
Yeah, but
I don't know what it's
here's
happening.
the thing. Minnesota just went in. You know, they have 66 games against them.
Yes.
That's the key.
Yeah. Same
And,
thing.
oh! I forgot. Bauer's record against the garbage in that division. He's awful.
He struggles a little bit. I know he does.
Against the great teams.
So that's why
2
people want him.
points.
That's why people want him.
Yeah. I still blame him
that's
for the
what
World
people-
Series.
that's what
I'm
people-
still blaming
Because
him.
of the
The
drone.
drone. I wouldn't
Yes.
have put him back in to say, all right, Oakland wins on a walk-off. I watched it the night before, got a little frisky at the end, hit a couple. Some of these relievers are so lousy, I'm not sure they're hitting guys on purpose.
No, they're not.
They're just
not.
lousy.
Yeah, they just can't pitch. But Oakland is famous for staying in because of those kind of wins. Mm-hmm. You know, they grind it out. They really do. Their bullpen's pretty good. So when they get a lead like they did, Henry's gave a lead yesterday, they rally around them. That's the one thing Oakland does. Is that they ask every year, how do they hang in it? They always build a bullpen.
Yeah.
They figure it out. They said, let's get 5 innings from the starter, and let's try to win in the bullpen. That's Oakland.
Yeah. And you know what?
I don't know who's going to make it. Though. Oakland, Cleveland, Minnesota, or Boston. I have no idea.
I'll give you
Who you
Cleveland
say?
and Boston. I'll go with
That's where you're going.
chalk.
Cleveland and Boston. Okay.
Pirates continue their slide.
Oh no, it's past the slide.
We don't even.
That's not a slide. Slide
Is it going to cost Clint his job?
I told my wife yesterday. I think it might.
We like him, but
Yeah, there's nothing you can do.
can't get rid of all 25 guys.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do when Bell's
No.
hit 3 for 48.
Hey, Archer, and I'm just tired. I'm sorry. Remember, I told you. Yes. I'll admit it. It's me.
Yeah, it is. I got to admit.
I can't look at
When I
it.
looked today and saw his name appear, I said,
You knew.
George.
And I didn't get him bad. I'm just saying.
'Cause
He was
everybody's
brought
bad.
in to do something.
He stinks. That's all. But they all stink. But because he was traded for,
Yeah.
he
Glassy.
stands out.
Yeah.
But they all stink. I've never seen anybody go as bad
See, I know, and I said it.
as this.
And my things, guys, like the cocky guys that run their mouth, I can deal with. The guys that, with the headband and the dreads, and that's fine. That's his business. Not dressed on games he doesn't pitch, but I want him to get somebody out.
Yeah, I want to get them all to get somebody out. See, I'm a Pirate fan. George
Yeah,
isn't.
no.
I don't pick on Archer.
I started rooting for him because of you.
I don't pick on Archer any more than the other guys.
You
'cause
and
I don't
Clint.
know what he looks like. I just know
See,
all 5 of them.
See, I can't. That's my problem. I can't get by.
Yeah, I know that.
The
look.
Mr. Cool look.
Yeah.
Now, if he's 8-0 and he wants to come out there with his hat like this, okay, Daddy.
All 5 of them stink. There's not one guy getting anybody out.
No.
And I'm saying.
And the Mets
this
are
is
no good.
unbelievable.
The Mets are no
Mets
good.
average 9 guns that runs a game against them. Williams pitched a decent game. They lost, but he pitched a
Cubs
decent game.
yesterday.
They're playing lousy,
2
too.
times. Yeah, boy, I don't. So
I don't know who's winning
I
that
want to take
league.
my shot at Joe Madden. I get a free shot here. All that money, best GM, nothing, whatever they want,
Pay it.
and he
pay
can't
money.
win.
No, they're all playing bad. That whole league's playing so badly. I don't know. I have no idea. I know it's going to be one of those teams. No, I can't tell. I can't say Cincinnati's out of it. That's what Cincinnati doesn't want to do. As bad as they are, they're looking at those three teams thinking, man, if we just have to go on a 8 out of 10, yes.
That's how Pittsburgh went the other way.
Yes, exactly.
They go 8-8, they're in it.
Yeah, so these teams stink in that league. Everybody thought that was going to be a good league, by the way. It's not a good league at all.
Minnesota wins 3 out of 4 in Chicago.
That's bad.
Yeah, they actually lost.
No, you got to win 4 out of 4. They're playing Chicago. You got to win Chicago, KC, and
as it turns out,
Detroit.
Cleveland dropped 1.
Yeah, you got to win 4 out of 4.
Obviously, trades are coming. Albert always says this. This is his line. I think maybe sometime, like giving your team a lift
I do too.
is mental.
I do
but
too.
as you always like to say, who's out there?
There ain't nobody back there.
Verlander ain't coming. Verlander coming?
Good point.
No.
There's no trade. No trade's going to change anybody.
Trout's not coming.
It's Bauer. Somebody gets Bauer, that's changing.
Yeah.
That's the one guy who can make a change. If Cleveland gives up Bauer for some couple hitters.
And they can't 2 out, can they, Al?
Well, that's what. Yeah, I told you they still are. I truly believe they are. I've been saying I'm not backing off.
Well, yesterday, I don't know if yesterday helped or hurt him. I heard Peter Gammon saying, or only thinking, the people were looking and go, oh, no, we don't want that, throwing the ball in the outfield.
Yeah, he's nuts, but I just think they look at their pitching staff. They're outstanding. They got Boardman, they got Clevenger, and they got Plesac, and they got Kluber coming back. They got Sanchez, Carrasco coming back. They got them all. They're ready to pitch. They got enough pitch. They need some hitters. So I just think that's the way you're going to go.
And how about Frisco? I remember looking.
I don't know what to do about that.
I remember looking
they stink.
when they were 12 under, and I said, well, Bumgarner's gone. You know. Let's tell me the other thing. My buddy's an agent. You know him very well. He's not a football agent, but he knows the business. Like he thinks Bumgarner has this list of where it'll go, and the good teams aren't on it.
Really?
I think he's wrong. I think the good teams are the 8. Yeah, there's 8 teams.
Wow, I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah, well,
the Giants are now going to start playing teams again, and we have a guy on the radio who loves the Giants. And that's what he says. They've been playing, everybody's stinking. And now they're going to start playing teams. We'll see what they do now. And I think the schedule has a lot to do with it. Look at the schedule, guys.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
That's why Minnesota and Cleveland have this big advantage.
Yeah, Boston playing New York.
No, they're playing Boston. They're playing Tampa
Toronto,
Bay, New York. Yes.
And even Toronto could catch you at home.
Yeah, they're
Tampa
lousy,
Bay.
not as bad as Detroit.
No. I've never seen like when they're up 5-2.
Detroit and Pittsburgh lose every day.
I don't think they're going to win. Do you?
No, they
like,
I don't remember the last time they won a game.
No, the other night they got ahead early out at Seattle. I thought, I missed on the next score. I said, never mind. Yesterday, Strasburg, stepping up this year, middle of the lineup versus the Dodgers, 0-11, 0-11.
Yeah, Washington is a scary team to everybody out there.
Starters?
The good teams do not want Washington in. You said the Dodgers, you said Houston, you said Yankees.
Yeah, okay.
Who don't want you to want to play? You're saying you're going to face Scherzer and Strasburg, game 1 and 2, and then Corbin, game 3. You're saying, wait a minute, what's going on? So if Washington was smart, they would put a package together and get 2 bullpen guys and say, let's go all in.
Let's go.
We got the starters.
I agree. See, I think
we got the starters.
See, here's what I think. I think when you have a shot, you got to go all in. I don't think you can say.
And they do have a shot.
Well, maybe next year and next year.
Right. This is their year.
This is.
They can do
I like what you're saying.
I like Washington.
Okay, this TBT, the basketball tournament, $2 million winner take all.
New, by the way.
They won the first 2.
They beat Wichita State beat them?
No, they murdered Wichita State.
Oh, they beat Wichita State.
Lost to Marquette.
Marquette lost to beat them. Okay.
Marquette was.
Because you told me about the team.
Was
it Stand Up for Cancer? Is that the name of the team, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Let me tell you, there are some good players.
Oh, yeah.
This. You know what it does to me? It tells me how good the NBA is because these guys are mostly D-League and overseas. That Pittsburgh team scored 104 again the other day.
Dude, you can't even.
No, they're in the final 8.
No. NBA.
Alums from many schools, lots of overseas players.
How much? $2 million, right?
$2 million.
$2 million.
So the players are getting about 100,000 apiece because most of them have a charity.
They're so excited.
You know, most of them, like that sideline, our buddy, they were given $500,000 to pancreatic cancer.
Yes,
But they got to the final 8, but they didn't get it. Tough, but like you say, it tells me just how good the NBA players are. Like the other day, this Jeremy Lin, I guess he's at the end of his career. Guy was saying the other day, he just won a championship at Toronto, and he's made $70 million.
Yeah.
I mean, how sorry you feel?
Nobody feels sorry for him. No.
Yeah.
I get it, but let him be someplace where he lives on.
And with a Harvard degree, with a Harvard degree.
He has everything going.
Yeah, he has everything.
Everything going, yeah.
Let's talk about NCAA football. It's around the corner. On the way over here, I heard something. Boy, you don't hear this much. This great running back for Texas or Clemson.
Okay.
He just can't get on the field because of Etienne.
Yes.
But I mean, he's terrific.
I think he's graduating, but like has a.
He graduated.
That's what I'm one of those.
Guess where he's going? Their rival, South Carolina. Boy, will he get some mail
Razzing,
on that.
huh?
Yeah, but anyhow, just talking about
That's
that.
your boy Muschamp. That's Pete's real boy.
Doesn't matter who he has. They could give him the Cleveland Browns, and he would lose to stinking Vanderbilt. Let's talk about what we like about college football. Obviously, the pageantry, the rah stuff, but no practice games.
Yes.
In other words, in 4 weeks, they're going to throw it up there. We receive, and they wonder what's going to happen.
And that's what they're telling their kids. We cannot be playing our best ball in the 5th game of the year.
No.
We got to come out game 1 and be playing our best football of the year. We'll rest you at the end of the year. We cannot we stub our toes. Oregon plays Auburn. Oregon loses that game. They're fighting uphill all year. Auburn loses all. Yes, the way it works.
Today, the 2-year agreement, Alabama and Wisconsin, home and home.
Wonder if we'll still be alive then, Pete. I was thinking, I see people writing that stuff, and I'm thinking,
Yeah.
2024,
Well, it don't matter to me.
2026,
Yeah, me,
you know,
yeah.
all the young pups.
Yeah,
But I'm thinking, geez, oh man,
we don't know. But let's talk about that. A lot of people critical of the Southeast Conference in particular say, they won't come north, they won't come this. I remember them coming to Penn State.
That's what I.
And I'll tell you this. Is there anyone in their right mind clamoring to play Alabama? No. I mean, you have to be nuts.
Yeah, and the other thing is their schedule. They always schedule the next to last game against the
Coastal Carolina or something, so they
And
get
I
that
never,
week for
and I
Auburn.
never begrudge them that either, because they just got done playing Auburn, LSU, Florida, and Georgia in a row.
Yeah, they have a week off. They play A&M. A&M's supposed to be loaded.
Yes, I know they are low.
Jimbo Fisher going to get them playing. Now, we got about 2.5 minutes. Just talk our miscellaneous. We always like to throw something in there, maybe some horse racing,
Right.
maybe some MMA. Just today, the Tour de France, a 20-year-old wins it. First Latin American. Let's say this. Grueling. Couldn't imagine biking uphill in a million years. But I'll bet you didn't watch a minute because I did it.
I didn't watch it either. No, you have to. That's a niche sport completely.
Yeah. My cousin, who was a bike rider,
Yeah.
he could sit there like the golfers.
Yes.
They could sit there on Sunday.
And watch it.
Oh, and I want to mention about
but they could.
golf with our last minute and a half here, 2 minute. Koepka, this dude walks to a different beat. Now let's talk about yesterday. He's in the finals of a tournament. You know, they all get there early. They stretch. They have some coffee. They check their gloves. And 48 minutes before I see his parking spot, and he's not there yet. So they're panicking. They call him, and they go, Bruce, what? He goes, don't worry about it. I'm loose. Because then it just kicks tail.
Yeah, he did. That's proof about that stretching thing that we got. If you're talented and you're good, no question about it. That's the way it works. And he has been working out. If you look at him,
Oh, he works out.
he works out. It isn't like he is not prepared physically to play a game of golf. He is ready. Now, if you're old like us, we may have to do a little stretching, do some stuff.
Just to get moving.
Yes, but he doesn't.
When I get off the chair at night, like to go in and take my medicine, I'm all creaky and everything. Like I'm not even, like I need to stretch to take the pills off the medicine.
Yeah,
the lid's off.
Somebody, one of my friends who just turned 70-some, said, when I'm moving, I'm feeling okay. Yeah. I don't want to sit down because when I sit down, I can't get back up.
I got a buddy that's old judge. He's about 80. He said, Coach, he said, I got to tell you, he said, when you get to be my age, all we talk about is what operation someone had and who went in a nursing home.
Hey, that's right.
Hey, thanks again for watching Bottom Line Sports Talk. See you next week.